Good morning, Alexander. What are we doing today?
Now we are going to see the sunrise at Daytona Beach.
And do you know a little bit about Daytona Beach?
I don't know too much about
So,
it.
Daytona Beach used to be the spring break destination before they decided to crack down on it. I used to go to Daytona Beach when I was in college,
Wow.
and it's one of the few beaches that you could drive on. You at the there's entrance place to the Daytona Beach, and you pay about $20 to $25 to be able to park to drive on the beach and park on the beach and stuff like that. It's said it used to be a very good spring break destination before
Mm.
Daytona decided to crack it down. There's also Daytona's there's also Daytona Speedway, which is one of the number one race car places in the U.S. Just like Indianapolis 500. So
Wow.
just go check it out. We're going over the Intercoastal Waterway. The Intercoastal Waterway pretty much goes from Miami all the way up to the East Coast, and it's inland passage where you take your boat from pretty much Miami all the way up to I think it goes all the way to New York on Intercoastal Passway. They'll bypass the Atlantic Ocean and the water's more calmer. And this is right here, it is. But it goes all the way up the coastline. It's right here.
Wow, it's so beautiful.
We're going to some Splash Park where the parking's free. It's a public parking, doesn't cost anything to park here.
I
First
think
come, first
it's
serve.
next to the
It's
fire
right next
department.
to the lifeguard station, the lifeguard headquarters.
Wow. Every day is free.
Every day it should be free right now.
Wow.
They could change it, but right now it's free.
Also, they are fixing the.
They're fixing the piers from the last hurricane about a year ago, a
Wow.
little over a year ago.
Yeah, look very nice right now.
So starting October 1st, I think you have to start paying $30 for parking and driving on the beach if you're a non-resident. If you're a
Okay.
resident starting October 1st, it doesn't cost anything. You go on the app to register your car. And I think January 1st, it gets down to $20 for some reason. This must be winter time or something. So it must be a seasonal thing. But you could, as you can tell, you got the traffic lines up here where you could drive your car on the beach and stuff like that. 10 miles per hour. I think you got to have your window open at all times. The driver window has to be open.
Wow.
But, and as you can tell, there's a lot of nice restaurants on the Daytona Beach.
Yeah, this one
There's
we.
Land Shark. Yeah, we went there before. It's part of the Margaritaville chain, but there's a lot of good places to eat. We're walking to the pier right now. The pier is next to Hilton, which is the boardwalk. And this pier is where the boardwalk starts for the Daytona Beach area. Said I used to come here 40 years ago, more than 40 years ago, maybe when I was in my 20s. So that must have been about 45 years ago I used to come here. So Daytona Beach is also a place that's a lot cheaper than Orlando and Tampa area. when we first decided to move to Florida, we looked at homes in Tampa, Orlando area, and around the Daytona area. And the Daytona area is probably about 10 to 15% cheaper. Homes, maybe even more than that. So, and the traffic's a lot better. There's not much traffic. You have a large shopping outlet area, Daytona outlet. You have your Costco, Sam's Clubs, and everything like that within
Oh, actually,
everything. So
everything around the Daytona Speedway.
yeah, so there's a lot of activity to do around the Daytona Speedway and downtown by the Daytona Beach, and they cater to tourists, and so if the pricing's good, as I mentioned, they cater to tourists and stuff. So there's a lot of stuff to do, and
Many people say here they have a lot of shark. Have to be careful when they go to swim.
imagine everywhere in Florida has sharks. That's why you got to watch and make sure that you listen to the coast lifeguards and stuff. But generally, Daytona Beach, I don't think there's been any shark attacks recently at Daytona Beach. I think it's more outside of Daytona Beach. So there's a lot of difference between the sunrises and sunset versus the West Coast and East Coast United States. Like right now in Florida, the sunrise and sunset's about 7:15 around that time, and in California, the sunset and sunrise is about 6:15, so about an hour difference between the sunset and sunrise. And as you progress from the West Coast to the East Coast, that time it goes up that hour difference. So you would see that it's dark on the East Coast at 7 o'clock right now, but on the West Coast it's sunny at this time of the day. Daytona Beach is mainly a retirement area. Jobs are very limited. Jobs are mainly related to tourism here. So most people are older people that come to Daytona Beach to live. It's more laid back. You're not going to find high tech here as much. I know that Boeing's opening a facility here for engineers and stuff. So it's somewhat changing because, as mentioned, the cost of living in Florida is a lot cheaper than the cost of living on the West Coast. So but yeah, most of the people right now are a little bit older in the Daytona area. You go to the Orlando area, they're younger people because people are looking for jobs and families and stuff. But the schools are not that bad here
But
either.
what about the low skill jobs? For example, the Brazilian people,
I mean,
foreigners.
there's a lot of tourist type jobs, restaurants, hotels, stuff like that. As you could tell, there's a lot of hotels around here.
Yeah.
And as you go up the coast more, you get a lot of different hotels. So most of the jobs are within the tourist industries. Fast food restaurants, hotels,
Actually,
related to tourism.
alcohol, a nail
Yeah,
salon,
and
beauty
no
salon.
salon. Yeah, something that caters to tourists more than anything else, because that's what Daytona Beach is. It used to be a place for spring break back in the early night before 2000, 1980s, 90s. But Daytona police decided to crack down on spring breakers because they sometimes cause some troubles and stuff, and they wanted to try to make it more for a family type beach environment. Like here's the ocean deck, which is looks like it was shut down during the hurricane after the hurricane due to the damage to the water. It's just right on the beach without any type of water protection wall or storm walls like they have here. So a lot of these places, the storm walls were destroyed during the hurricane. Think of a year, 2 years ago, and they started just to rebuild. There's also some entertainment place where you could go and do a bungee cord right here, and a swirl thing. The rides in Daytona. One's a bungee cord thing. Other one's a swirl type ride where it goes around in circles and stuff like that. It's just right on the beach area. Uh, as you look at the sand, the reason why you could drive on Daytona Beach and pretty much walk is the sand is very hard. It's like driving on a concrete. So it makes it so you could drive your car. And back in olden days, they used to do the Daytona speed race on the beach.
Yeah, but all the time it was that
Yeah,
way, huh?
but they used to do the racing on the beach before the Daytona 500 Speedway was built.
Wow,
So
very
back in the
nice to know.
1930s, they used to do the races on the beach.
Here's the pier.
Yeah, this is Joe's Crab Shop. So Joe's been here for a long time. Eat at Joe, so it's been here for a long time. At least last 40 years that I know about. This is a area it's a park. It's the Life and Leisure Park. It talks a little bit about the Daytona Beach, like they used to do some Easter beach runs back in 2010. So they used to have cars drive on the beach. This big hangout. But Daytona Beach has been around. They used to the Daytona 500 on the beach.
Oh, very nice.
So there's a lot of history. Daytona Beach is one of the world's most famous beaches. It's been around. This used to be I used to live in Washington and come here back when I was in my college days. Come to either Daytona Beach or Mexico. Back a long time ago. This is a display of some of the amazing creatures around the Daytona area. You have your red egrets. You have your pelicans, brown pelicans, some clams. This is also area for loggerhead turtle hatchings. They come out here and hatch, and I think it's around September, October timeframe, about right now, maybe. Remember, you got your beach cannonhead cannonball jelly, and you also have a north Atlantic right whale migration here.
Oh my gosh.
Shops around the Daytona Beach. They've been here for at least 40 plus years that I know about. I remember one time walking 5 miles from our hotel to go for some ice cream
Oh,
and not knowing how far the pier was away. It was like 5 miles away to get a thing of ice cream. Then we had to walk back.
they are fixing here. Yeah.
Yeah, they're fixing a lot of it because of the hurricane from a while back ago.
2022? No, 20,
I don't know if it's last year or the year before. I think it was 2 years ago.
2 years. Ah, okay.
But
They had a pizza place. What else they had?
Michael's on the Beach is a place for bodyboards and stuff like that.
But
Yeah.
they had souvenirs.
Yeah, souvenirs, stuff like that. Then the ice cream place that we walked to, the Mardi Gras
Oh,
ice cream place.
they had breakfast too. Best breakfast. Oh, best say the best breakfast on the beach.
But it's not open right now.
Yeah, no, I know.
They're getting ready to open, looks like it now.
Yeah.
Broadway pizza.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Mardi Gras Fun Center.
This is the view, the pier.
Yeah.
Very nice
Joe's
pier.
Crab Shop. Crab Shack, I should say. The seafood restaurant. Also sell some steaks and stuff, but mainly seafood. This wasn't really damaged during the hurricane. Not that much, but the pier was okay. Just the stairways down to the beach, and they fixed up the walls and stuff. There's no drinking on the beach here.
Ah, yes, alcohol. Yes, it's probably it.
Yeah, and that's what they did back in the early days is they started enforcing this
But
requirement.
CPP people carry their own can with
No,
alcohol.
you can't have alcohol. And now they enforce it pretty much here in Daytona. Back when I was a kid, they let kids drink and stuff. Since back then, the drinking age was 18 in the U.S., mainly in Florida, on the East Coast, 21 on the West Coast. So a lot of people came to the East Coast to drink because they were at that time changing the drinking age from 18 to 21. So,
Here's the
but
view on
yeah, they have a Star, Spring, or Summer Daytona Beach band show. We came here one time before, but between May and end of September, they have a band each week.
Daytona Beach,
Yeah.
Quaint.
Yeah, so we happened to come here back in think it was July timeframe and saw it here, but
yes, September 28th.
yeah, but right now it goes from Memorial Day weekend up through into September.
Oh, wow.
Each week they have a band play.
So they have free concert.
Yeah, they have a free concert, Bud Light presented by Bud Light, and have fireworks at 9:45. I think it's every Saturday.
Only on the weekend.
On Saturdays only. Every Saturday night.
Wow.
This is the Daytona Beach front. See, look there where Joe's Crab Shack is. The sun's coming up. The sun's pretty much up right now. Looks very nice. The tide's not that bad. Looks like the tide's coming in a little bit. This is the Hilton Hotel. It's one of the better hotels on the beach. It's been here for a while. Very nice. This is it sounds like back in 2016, the Volusia Eco Grant Program was approved by Volusia citizens, county citizens, November 2000 to construct environmental, cultural, historical, and outdoor recreation projects. So they made a lot of outdoor stuff here
Also,
for
they
the
have
citizens. Volleyball court, clock tower, place to relax, sit down. The boardwalk, this whole boardwalk. and stuff
Also,
like
they
that.
have a nice restaurant.
Yeah, they have a very nice steakhouse, which is right there in the corner here.
Wow.
So if you ever want to come to Daytona Beach and have a nice place, stay at the Hilton. It's right next to the boardwalk. They have a very nice place to eat. There's some condos next to it and stuff. So this would be a very good place to stay in Daytona Beach. There's a shopping center across the street from it. So, but there's a very good steakhouse right here on this corner here. I got to take my wife one day.
How do you call this steakhouse?
Let me go look at the name of it.
Uh,
I can't remember. It's been a long time.
The whole complex.
Yeah, the Hilton, the Hyde Park is the restaurant I was talking about.
Wow.
Hyde Park. It's a very nice restaurant. See, there's nice grass here. Daytona's an actually nice area. Nice beach view. The Hyde Park's a very good steakhouse. And then next to Hilton, you have the
stage.
No, stage. Plus, you have a place to walk to the shopping area and stuff like that. Got movies and stuff like that. It looks like it's a mall area. We'll be getting close to this is Daytona 200 Monument. This is presented by the city of Daytona Beach by the people. Companies listed below preserve the memories of the motorcycle racing. So this is about motorcycle racing on the Daytona 200. And all the wall is people that contributed to Daytona 500 racing.
I think there's
motorcycle and cars. But this is mainly motorcycle racing.
there are many people.
Yeah, people know about Daytona about car racing, but they also do motorcycle racing. And Daytona Bike Week is very big bike week. I think it happens like sometime like don't exactly know the dates, but Daytona Bike Week is just like the Sturgis Bike Week in South Dakota, but also Daytona has a bike week also.
Here
the Hyde Park Prime Steakhouse. Well, we'll get you on the Daytona Bike Week that happens. I know it must be sometime in, I think, July timeframe, August. Because actually, when we came here, we were driving around, we saw a bunch of motorcycles, and it was the start of Daytona Bike Week.
February.
February?
Yes, I think so.
February, yeah. February or March, I can't remember. But we'll get back with you on exact dates. This is Ritchie Plaza that they have the Saturday concert events from May through
Actually, it's next to
May through September,
Hilton.
right next to the Hilton Hotel. So pretty much this place was, when we came here one time, it's pretty well packed. And it's a concert area. It's also next to the shopping Ocean Walk Shoppers. So this is a shopping center right here, stuff like that. It's a nice area. It's actually a concert very good. Seating you have to pay. If you bring your own chairs, it doesn't cost anything. But I think the chairs you have to rent for $5. But
I saw many people.
yeah, many people bring their own chairs and stuff.
Yeah.
As you probably know, most people in Daytona They keep the chairs in the back of the car, and when they come to the beach, they just take them out.
Yeah, is that
We have yet to do that, but we always talk
Yeah.
about it. My wife always says the chairs are too expensive.
What about the condo? The average price
Depends on the size of the condos and stuff, but I think you can get condos.
600,000.
These newer condos are going to be about 500,000, 600,000 up to up to over millions. Depends on the size of it. But I think we were looking one time. I think there were some condos about 600,000 somewhere around here. Newer condos, probably like a 1 bedroom, maybe 2 bedroom maximum. But these are newer condos on the beach. And imagine when we looked around here, one of these newer condos were about 700,000 for, I think, a 1 or 2 bedroom. They go up to $2 million, $3 million. Depends on the height of the floor and the large size of the condo. But it's a nice beach. The good thing about condos that are new, hopefully they are with the current standards and stuff. So hopefully it lasts longer than the older condos. So HOAs are a little expensive here, like they are anywhere else with condos, running close to $1,000.
I think only these 3 ones they are new.
And I think the one next to it also is new.
Okay.
But this one has nice views and stuff. It says right next to the Hilton, right next to a very prime location real estate. It's a condo, but you have a large boardwalk, which is built by the city of Daytona. Then you have a higher beach elevations for a swimming pool. So chance of the water getting up to this high versus the boardwalk is probably very slim. Because I imagine it's probably like 12 feet, probably higher than 12 feet high.
But I think in this area they don't have a damage.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think so. Only damage was to the stairs going into the beach area.
I see.
Is you have a storm wall right here, which is probably good 8 feet. From there's about 8 feet, maybe 10 feet, 8
High.
to 10 feet high. Then you got another wall of probably about 5 feet high. So you probably got at least a 13 to 15 foot wall. And a storm surge going up to 15 feet. I mean, it has to be a very big hurricane. And plus the way that the sand is in, I mean, you have a lot of damage to stone walls and beaches that are closer to the beach, their stone wall was damaged because the stone wall was owned by the city. I mean, the stone wall was owned by the condominium association. But this one, you got this owned by the city of Daytona. So the stone wall is pretty well protected, and until it goes to encroaches onto your property, you don't have to worry about it. So this is probably a lot safer than the beach, the condos on this side of the beach, or condos over there, because there's no boardwalk that the city takes care of.
Yeah, very, very, very interesting information.
Now we're going to be headed to the main street of Daytona Beach. I think it's Highway 1A. If I remember right, it may not be, but it's the main street.
We are going to walk.
Yeah, we're going to walk back to our parking lot on the main street, go past some of the restaurants and some of the places. But most of the places eating places are on the other side of Daytona.
The other side.
Yeah, south of Daytona, south of where our parking space is. As you get north, you're out of Daytona Beach area. And you get into the non-restaurant places. But if you go south towards Miami Beach and stuff, you hit a lot of restaurants and stuff.
Miami.
I think it takes about 3 to 4 hours to drive to Miami from here, Daytona. It's about an hour to get to Orlando from Daytona Beach. 2 hours, a little over 2 hours to Tampa. Hour to Jacksonville from here. So you're in a good central location. Plus, as you said, there's a brand new Costco that just opened here. There's a Sam's Club. There's a smaller shopping center. There's a large outlet store. There's a lot of shopping around this area. And a lot of restaurants and stuff like that. You can almost hit every restaurant because of Daytona Speedway and Daytona Beach.
Actually, mainly water activity. Yeah,
And
outdoor activity.
I don't know if there's a park, water park in essence around here. You have to go to Orlando area,
I see.
but
But
it's a lot.
people
It's
ride
a
a
lot.
boat.
Yeah, you have a boating activity and stuff like that, but you have to go to the pier to
Ah,
get and stuff like that. So most of the Daytona Beach is a leisurely place. Go out here, nice restaurants, nice place to walk around. Bitter, just like a boardwalk area, pretty safe most of the time. A lot of activity, so it's not that bad of an area. It's pretty nice. The boardwalk is open from dawn to dusk daily. It's against the law for persons to enter or stay here when it's closed. Don't know if it's enforced. So you're not supposed to ride bicycles, skateboards, or scooters or rollerblades on the boardwalk. Utilize the bike racks when you're parking. No alcohol, as we mentioned before.
camping.
No glass bottle containers are allowed. Keep it clean. No entering flower beds or handicap area, landscape area. No blocking of the bench. Camping's not allowed. Just general things like any place you have. Doesn't look like they enforce it too much because you have homeless people sleeping on the bench and stuff, but as long as it's not affecting people, I don't think people really care too much.
Yeah.
Parking in Daytona is $1 per hour, Monday through Sunday, so it's every day between 9 a.m. and 11 p.m. So if you come
Next to
here,
the
so
beach.
you come here early in the morning, you don't have to pay
Wow.
between 9 and 11 p.m.
Wow.
So you come here for sunrise at 7, you don't have to pay.
Well, you can park here.
Yeah, for
Actually.
free. No
Oh,
paying. Yeah, just got to. So that's good to know that we can come here in the morning. We come here
until 7.
until 7, 9 a.m.
9. Until 9.
Yeah. I wonder if this is the same too. Let's just check this parking lot.
The other one?
Yeah. So when we come
Well,
here for
actually, for people know, this is the park next to the
Hilton Hotel, yeah.
Hilton Hotel. Yes, here is a
And I think
boardwalk.
this is public parking too, right here.
It is all the view.
But it's all free if you park. Let's go across the street here. It's good to know that it's free if you before 7 and after 11 p.m.
It is all the view.
So this is parking too. It looks like it's closed.
Because they have the things.
I know there's people parked here. A couple people. Right there, there's a couple cars. But it doesn't cost nothing during the before 7, before 9 a.m. So it's good
Every day.
every day.
Wow.
So we could start coming here if you want to come here when we take pictures. These are some of the stores along Atlantic Avenue. A lot of local stores and stuff like that, local restaurants and stuff. Great place to eat, great place to hang out. If you're ever in the Daytona area, go shopping at the mall, outlet mall, and come here and just relax and enjoy a good afternoon at Daytona Beach. You'll have a good time, and I think everything will be great for you. This is the Boardwalk Amusement. So it's the place where they have these things here, the rides and stuff. Next to Cruising Cafe, stuff like that.
Another thing is you were talking about is about Daytona is a little bit closer to the when you're gonna go cruising.
Yeah, like there's, as mentioned, the largest cruise port is Port Canaveral. Daytona Beach area is about an hour away from Port Canaveral. So we just happened to go off the cruise yesterday. Took little over an hour to get home from the cruise port. We parked at Go cost $60 only to park for the week. They drop you off. You don't have to worry about your luggage once you give it to them. You pick it up and they take care of your luggage once you drop it off, and you just put it in your car. So $60 only. Yeah, you have to wait a couple minutes for the $20, 17 to $20 a night a day. So I think it's about $150 with tax and stuff. This is a flat $60 at GoPort, and you just drop it off. They take your bags, put it into the bus. The port people collect your bags directly from the bus. So it's very easy. When we dropped off, we just got out of the cruise terminal, walked a couple feet to the Gulfport area, gave them our suitcases, checked in. Yeah, Papa John's, yeah.
Yeah, Papa
Tattoo
John's.
places,
Yeah,
a
7-Eleven.
lot of places to
Yeah.
pizza places stuff. They set this place up for mainly people live in an area or people visit an area, I should say. It's a tourist destination. Then in the summertime, this place is packed. Springtime is packed too. Mainly not with kids anymore, but with families. They want to make it more of a family place. Like you go to Miami during spring break, it's like a nightmare. Fort Lauderdale, Miami, but you come to Daytona Beach, it's not that bad.
Yeah, but back then it was a little bit.
Back 40 to 50 years ago, this used to be the hangout, not Miami Beach.
Mm.
Things changes through time. But it's a very nice area, very a lot of places to eat. You want to ride down this way when we get home, go home, take pictures.
Where is the Daytona sign? Is over there, correct?
The Daytona sign.
No, the are fixed next to the.
Oh yeah, the entrance, the main entrance to Daytona Beach
Yeah, to Daytona
is
Beach.
being remodeled. I think it's got some damage due to the hurricane a couple of years ago. And now they're remodeling and stuff, and we'll show you some pictures of it.
Actually, you can see many sports cars. It's very normal here.
Maybe one day we'll come here for Bike Week and we'll take some videos of Bike Week. So you have a lot of variety of different hotels to stay. You can stay at the Hilton or you stay at this place, which is off the beach, off across the street from the beach. It's called the Streamlight Motel Hotel.
There are another one.
There's a lot of hotels off the street, off the main beach. You don't have beach view, but they'd be a lot cheaper. I think the Hilton Hotel runs around $200 a night plus over. But imagine these smaller hotels probably around $100 a night or lower. It's better to stay off the beach, but you want a beach view around the activity stuff. It's better to stay at one of the hotels like this Hilton. I think there's a Hilton Gardens that we stayed at before. There's some nicer hotels right on the beach, stuff like that. But if you want to save money, you can stay at the hotels off the beach. There's another hotel off the water called Daytona Inn. It's off of Atlantic. Says it's a rundown. It's probably been open for a while. Probably the original hotels at Daytona Beach, but they are a lot cheaper. As you get what you pay for, so it all depends on your budget.
Yeah, but
and what you can afford.
This hotel, small hotel, is a beach view.
In the back, I think there's beach views and stuff. Yeah, but in the front, it's not. But it all depends on what you can afford and what's within your budget. So life is different for everybody. Some people can afford a nice hotel. Some people can't, but want to have a good time. So it all depends on your circumstances and stuff like that. I mean, you come here to have a good time. It probably doesn't matter where you stay because you're going to be hopefully out most of the time. So
Yeah, another one hotel.
this is Broadway Inn and Suites, Boardwalk Inn and Suites, next to the entrance to the main beach drive on Daytona Beach, which is closed right now, but it's being remodeled. This is the main entrance to Daytona Beach. But right now it's closed, as you could tell, being remodeled and stuff. Hopefully they will be opening it soon. And this is the main way to get on the beach. They sell t-shirts, swim gear, anything related to beach fun.
Okay.
Some souvenirs, sandals and stuff like that. Resort is called Fountain Beach Resort. Fountain Beach Resort right here. They also have some golf carts that you can rent.
I think it's very small hotel.
Yeah, it's a beach resort. It might be timeshare related. It's hard to say what it is. I don't know. Looks like they have a bar and grill inside. And now we're getting to the point where we're getting away from the Daytona Beach Central area. This restaurant close to the lifeguard headquarters is called Krabby Oceanside. It's right next to the Land Shark Bar and Grill also. They're both exactly on the beach. You could eat on the beach or overlook the water and eat your lunch or dinner. Very nice restaurant. We've been to the Land Shark, which is owned by Margaritaville, but they're both very good restaurants from what I told.
We went to
Yeah, we went to Land Shark restaurant before, Bar and Grill. They're a little bit expensive. Pizza Hut's been there for a long time. I think they never been there, but just like any Pizza Hut, Land Shark Bar and Grill, price is a little bit more expensive, but you got a great view. You could eat directly on the sand if you want to.
Yeah, but
Uh,
they serve great food.
the food's great. The food's great. You're paying for the ambiance more than anything else. Anytime you're on the beachfront dining, you're paying for ambiance, and so you're going to pay a little bit more. But there's also a lot of places you can go off the beach. That's a bar and grill type situation, and the prices are a little bit better. But it all depends on what you want and stuff. There's Alpine Hotel across the street here. Looks like a very small hotel, probably very good prices. Across from the main beach area, you can walk right down to the beach, public park and everything. So location wise, great for the price probably. These are right next to the beach, right next to the lifeguard station, and right next to Sunsplash Park.
Yeah, and then you can
You have easy
practically.
access to the beach.
Yeah.
You can just walk across, have easy access to the beach, and you got a great place to relax, enjoy life. You could go to expensive restaurants if you want, or you go to Pizza Hut, or some of the bars and grills around. Just all depends on what you want, how much
Your
you can
budget.
afford, and your budget. All depends on your budget. Everything in life depends on what you make, your budget. And so the Sunsplash Park is right next to Sheriff District 1 in the Lifeguard Headquarters Administration Center. So imagine cars are probably very safe here. Imagine you're very safe here because you're right next to Sheriff Department Lifeguard Headquarters. So imagine the Sunsplash Beach is probably one of the safest beaches around because they're right next to the Sheriff Department, right next to the lifeguards and
But
stuff like
people
that.
can park 24 hours.
You
there.
could park here 24 hours. I don't know if you could park. I think you could park sunrise to sundusk.
Ah, okay.
Dusk to dawn, dawn to dusk. You probably could park, but they stay in your car. They may ask you to move. I don't know.
Thank you for watching and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you.
Here they have Krispy Kreme, donut shop, and Steak and Shake. We have ate at both these places before. The Krispy Kreme looks like one of the older places that's been around for a long time. Steak and Shake looks like it's been around for a long time also. But the food's good at both places. And then you have the
Here's downtown.
Temecula
Yes.
Park. There's a zip line here. They have a zip line at this park. This is the off of Nova Road and International Speedway.
It's a little bit close to Daytona Speedway, correct?
The International Speedway is one of the main speedways that goes to the park Daytona 500 speed race. This is a brand new aquarium that opened called Daytona Aquarium. It just opened recently, so never been there yet.
But I think they opened last year, no?
It recently opened. I don't know when it opened, but Daytona has the Daytona State College. It also has the University of Florida Medical Training Center here too, I think, at the State College. So it's pretty much close to the speed raceway, International Raceway, and stuff like that. But Daytona State College. Up here is the medical hospital, medical training center, called the College of Medicine by Florida State University, Daytona branch. So you got some education. You can have some higher education. Emory Riddle is also in Daytona. So there's good opportunity to go to college in Daytona at Daytona State College, the Embry-Riddle. Plus, you can also go to Florida State University Medical Center, Medicine Teaching Hospital at part of Florida State at Daytona. So Daytona also, as we mentioned, has the Florida State University Medical Training Center for medical school. You can also go to Daytona State College to get some of your degrees and stuff like that. For imagine, I don't know if they have medical degrees or not, or pre-med, but you can at least go 2 years to college and stuff like that. It's right next to International Speedway, also, which we're showing you now. So now we're coming up to the Daytona Speedway, uh, and a large Daytona sign said, "This is Daytona 500." It matches the Annapolis 500 or some of those larger car races. And when they have the Daytona 500, it's quite busy here, but they also have other activities too. Uh, so a lot of activity here. The Luso Mall is right next to it. It's a restaurant galore is next to this area. We'll be going to the Daytona sign soon, but as you can tell how large the Daytona 500 is, I look at the stadium stuff. It's right next to the airport also. So it's very close to the airport and stuff like that.
This is the airport.
Yeah, international airport's right next to it. So
Hilton too, or they
the
have
Hilton,
Hilton Garden.
there's a lot of hotels here since you are close to the hotel and you're close to Daytona 500. It's across the street from the Costco. They just built a new Costco here. So location wise, you're in a perfect location around here. We live close to the Daytona 500 Speedway in the area. There's also the LPGA headquarters for Ladies Professional Golf Association. There's a large golf course around here for the LPGA. So this area is actually very nice. There's a lot of activity to do around Daytona Beach. The reason why
Also
we
here,
decided,
Revolution Mall.
yeah, the reason why we decided to move here is because there's a lot of stuff to do, and the prices of homes are pretty good. And
HOA is a little bit high.
HOA is a little bit higher because we have a pool and stuff like that, which we don't use. But as you tell, there's a lot. There's Olive Garden. There's a Bahama Breeze here, IHOP, uh, Outback. We're getting ready to come to the Daytona Beach sign here, but this is the main street. Restaurant galore, hotels galore. Made, they're building more of a, they're building a life center area, hotels across the street from the space there. So if you want to have a life center type apartment or a condo, there's one right here being built next to the Costco area. So you have a lot of opportunities around here. There's a lot of stuff to do around here too. After we get home, we're going to the flea market, which is right next to the Daytona 500 speed race.
Here's the
So,
Daytona International Speedway.
so there's a lot of stuff to do here, and you can't beat it. If you want activity, you want a cheaper cost of living than Orlando, Daytona Beach, Palm Coast, a lot of different beach places around here are very nice. You're by the water, close to the water versus Orlando. And you don't have, well, you have hurricane effects and stuff like that, but it's not as bad as the Gulf of Mexico, because the water's a lot warmer around the Gulf of Mexico versus it is in the Atlantic here. So you don't have the hurricanes that's much unless they cut through the Gulf of Mexico. But by the time they get like landfall, it's pretty much you're doing the remnants of the hurricane, like the one that hit us in Daytona is from Tampa originally. That went through Tampa, and the waves were, the winds and surge was big enough that it hit the Daytona Beach on the remnants of the hurricane in Tampa that one a couple of years ago. So here's a strip club, a gentleman club in Daytona Beach, and it's across the street from the shooting range, which is right here. The shooting range is right here, Volusia shooting range.
This side.
Yeah, so if you want to, you ever come to Daytona, if you want to shoot a gun, you could go shoot a gun, or you go to the strip club at the same time. You just have to go across the street. So there's, as mentioned, there's a lot of stuff to do, more than a lot of places. The strip club, I think, is a fully nude place. I don't know. I never been there, so I probably will never go. But you have the opportunity. If you want to go shoot guns, you have the opportunity also. It's one of the largest gun ranges in the this area. And said so we're going to our housing area. It's off of this place right here. I don't know if this girl's doing here. Interesting, but uh, it's in a nice area off of Daytona Beach. It's probably about 5 minutes from the raceway. You can actually hear the cars during the races.
Yes, you
Yeah,
can hear the noise.
you can hear the cars racing, stuff like that. We live next to the football stadium for the Volusia County, so all football games are right next to our development. There's places to run here. There's a swimming pool area. It's a pretty nice area. Pricing wise, again, it's a lot cheaper than Tampa, but we're not, I mean, we're not preaching real estate or stuff like that. We're just saying that if you want to find a budget friendly area, think about Daytona Beach. It has everything that you could think of wanting to do. Uh, Eventually, I may become a real estate agent in Florida, but I haven't taken the course yet or stuff. I took the course, but I just haven't taken the test. So cars don't stop all the time in Daytona, as you could tell. Cars don't stop all the time in
Okay.
Florida.